Hi everyone, and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be doing a reading on the disappearance of the five Sodder children, which happened back in 1945 on Christmas Eve. I wanted to just do a true crime reading here to kind of just look at kind of what was going on, what happened to the children. I know it is 70 plus years they have been missing, but I know this is a case that has been kind of looked at a lot through history and time, and just to kind of see what happened to these five missing children here. So just getting right into it, just wanted to share a quick reminder that all information shared is going to be alleged and for entertainment purposes only, and that everything I'm stating here today is an opinion and not a fact, so really can't be used in a court of law or of any way, shape, or form. So with that, we can get right into the reading. What I kind of want to look at here is, I know that this case has been well documented, so I want to kind of look at the dad, and then the dad. I want to look at the mom. I want to look at the energy between the two, and then I kind of want to look at like what was going on around them. So kind of taking a little bit of a different approach to how I want to read this today, because like I want to see, like, they're the kind of focal points in the reading, and then I think there was a lot of stuff going on around them that might have been effective in having their children going missing. And where did they go, or what happened? So okay, so you have the mom, dad, here's the energy in between. So we have dad, we have mom, here's the energy in between. Okay, so I'm going to try and put these all in the center here. So, all right. So we kind of look at the dad here. We're going to look at the mom. Oh, interesting. And then the energy in between them. So just like off the bat, just looking at the cards themselves. So looking at the dad, I don't believe this was like the happiest of relationships between the two of them, which is interesting. So with the lovers reversed, it's kind of like the falling out, or like having a really rocky relationships with other people or loved ones. And then yeah, rocky relationships with other people, other things, potentially with a significant other. The Three of Cups I definitely see as like, oh, okay, there's like three people who are sharing like a loving bond. I don't know if, and like I said, all this is for alleged and for entertainment purposes only. But I'm definitely seeing this as there's definitely feels like a third person for her. Like she might have been, there's her husband, and then there's someone else, which is odd. And then we have the Magician between the two of them. So interesting. So what I'm kind of getting here, like initially, is like, you know how there's like some couples or like situations where people are kind of like, yeah, I know we're unhappy, so they kind of open their marriage up, or they'll open up their relationship to see if like that'll solve the issues that they have. That's kind of what I'm feeling a little bit here, maybe, question mark. Or there's definitely other people around the two of them. With the Magician between, I'm definitely picking up on, like, this was like an agree, like they both like knew where they both stood on this, like, and it doesn't feel like arguments at all. It definitely feels like in relationship just between the mom and the dad, that they both know where they're unhappy, or they both know that they are. So it's almost like, okay, the dad over here, or even, yeah, like, because the dad over there, and he's like, I'm upset, I'm angry, but I can't do anything about it. because like, or he knows he can't do anything about it. He's like, just go, have fun, whatever. Not happy about it, but knows it's necessary. Like I said, they both know of each other's wrongdoings, is what it feels like. Or if it was, they were both seeing different people. They were in their marriage, but they were both seeing different people outside of their marriage. But they were both very well aware of that, so there wasn't any like issues with it at that time. Okay. To each their own. Go for it. So what was going on around them? Like that's kind of like causing a lot of the like, so that's just the mom and dad. And now I kind of want to look at what the children like. I want to kind of look at what's around them that kind of maybe influenced their children having to leave. Or like, did the children actually die? I don't. So kind of just going on around them. We have the Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, what else do we got with energy going on around these two? Like, we'll look at the dad. We'll kind of look at what's going on with the mom. So for the dad, we have the Queen of Wands. For the mom, we have the Fool. Okay. Interesting. I would not doubt that there's a lot more people involved with these children's lives than I think we were led to believe at the time. I'm just gonna see where these things all lie. I'm gonna say take this one for the dad side, that's for mom, and these two are just general information. So with these two, okay, so let's just go through it all, and then I'm going to grab one more card. So kind of just looking around everything here. So for the mom, we have the Fool card. So during that time, I think I wouldn't doubt if like she was saying a lot. I feel like she's a very opinionated person, or she's like the life of the party, kind of like, you know how like there's always that one friend who's like the life of the party, or just like knows everything about anything and everyone. They're like the go-to person. Like that's the type of energy I'm getting off of this. But also with the Fool, it's also a very young and naive energy. I mean, they had 10 kids, I think, in total, and these 5 of them were taken. But I definitely feel like she was like around this time, she was like just having a very relaxed and freer life for some reason. I don't know where this is coming from. I could be picking up on something completely different, but this is like a really weird, interesting energy around for the mom. For the dad, I see a Queen of Wands. So I don't know if this is someone he was talking to, if this is someone he was like seeing, or even along the lines of just looking at. I'm not sure. That's a really interesting, but it definitely feels like there's a female energy around the dad that he was communicating with, talking with. This could also be him too, where he's like very passionate about what he's saying, and like he doesn't mince his words. I know that I just read a brief article on how he was actually very against Mussolini at that time in a heavily dominant Italian area. And I know that was like kind of there was some like causes from like issues or like things being said that kind of were getting him in some hot water. So, and then in conjunction with the Ace of Wands reversed, I wonder if so the Ace of Wands can be seen as a, like the dick card essentially, and having it reversed, I'm wondering if there was like intimacy issues, between the two, or even just like around the two, so like there just wasn't the passion and the chemistry there anymore, like around them. So this is just really interesting. And then I see the heartbreak card for the dad. And I don't think this is relating to the kids. And then we have the hermit card for the mom. And this is so wild. And like I said, everything here is for like alleged for entertainment purposes only, but I'm wondering if like that it feels like there was potentially extramarital affairs on both sides. I'm not sure. I mean, you can, like I said, everything's for alleged and entertainment purposes only, but it definitely feels like it's almost like the kids were taken in retaliation. Or something happened in retaliation. Like he broke someone's heart, or someone's heart was broken. Maybe it was his. With the hermit reversed on the mom's side, it's almost like retreating back into oneself, and then going here with the temperance card, and then I know I pulled the high priestess as well. Like, I'm seeing so much feminine energy on the dad's side, which is wild to me. I'd be hard pressed to say if there wasn't an extramarital sort of engagement with someone else on his side that I don't think ended well. And then then there's like the temperance card over here, and like, so that's the balancing of different aspects. I'm like, this feels like another hidden life. And then we have the Hierophant, the commitment card. Yeah, you're gonna find me hard pressed to believe that going on around these two, it definitely feels like there's extramarital affairs going on, and it's on both sides. It's not just one or the other, which is wild to me. So does this have like, that's just kind of the energy going on around the mom and the dad. So like, how does this fit into the children's disappearance? Because this is just wild. Yeah, so how does this fit into the children's disappearance? So we have the Star card. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Swords. Someone got humiliated really, really bad. It feels like here. It's like the Star card, upright. You're glowing. You're in your awesome era of like, I can do this. I want to do this. I'm like, and you're like being seen and shown different things. Reverse, it's almost like a humiliation. Of like, it definitely feels like a humiliation of some sort. Like someone got like humiliated and felt like super revengeful. And then with the Knight of Pentacles here and the Knight of Swords, I'm seeing this as like two different people that I just don't think like kind of got pit against each other maybe. But like with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, like the first things I'm seeing is that it's almost like a jealousy of sorts. Like it's almost like you have this thing, I don't have this thing. And what makes me go there is that like I'm seeing with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's on the right path. They have the Sun card. Like they're like steadily building themselves up, feeling it and doing the things that they enjoy. And then with the Knight of Swords though, I feel this is someone who's kind of jealous might not be the right word, but it feels like I want what you have, except I want it immediately. And they haven't, but they just see what they have now, and they haven't seen the journey that it's taken to get there. So it's almost like swooping in to take what you have. In this instance. And I'm gonna pull some more cards here. This feels like a lover's revenge gone wrong. Like, is like a lover, maybe a lover. Is that anything to do with it? So we have like the Three of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands. This is really, really weird. Because I'm seeing the court cards are now getting like doubled up here on the side. So with the Three of Wands, the Three of Wands is all about kind of manifestation. You've gone through the planning stages of what you want now, and now you're actively on that journey to get what you want. Then with the Page of Cups here and the Page of Wands, Page of Cups is like a younger energy, very emotional sort of energy type here. And then we have the Page of Wands, which is kind of more of a go down, get to it sort of energy. It's like you have the idea, now it's time to go and act on it, right? I feel these people are kind of like the trailblazers or pioneers type of energy here. Yeah, and now we have all four suits kind of represented, which is interesting. With the Three of Wands, I'm gonna pull one more card, I think. Because I have a hunch, but I want to see if it's, I want to see if it's actually right. Because I'm wondering if these are the kids. Because I'm like, this is a lot of court cards coming out right away. So yeah, we have the Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and now we have double sixes. This is a really interesting reading. Wild in my mind. So Six of Pentacles is about the exchange of different things. Six of Swords is about moving, changing, distance change. And then with that, we have the Six of Wands. Okay. We have three sixes. What the heck? So I know 5 children were taken. Or allegedly taken, I should say. All alleged for entertainment purposes only. Because the other 5 were out. I'm wondering if what the heck is going on here? So Six of Pentacles is all about exchanging of goods and things. Six of Wands, reversed, is definitely seeing things, feeling downtrodden, beaten down a little bit. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is distance, travel, and change. It almost feels like, was this in the background? Was this between the parents? It wasn't between the parents. It wasn't between background people. I don't know the history behind the siblings. I know there's 10 of them. But I'm wondering here. So distance, travel, change. I know there were allegations of of kids being taken away in a car. And then there were like allegations of like the next day they saw they allegedly saw the 5 kids with 2 Italian men. And the Italian men were getting very disgruntled if you would try to talk to the children. This was just allegations that I was seeing, but I haven't seen a death card here, so I don't think the kids died at all. At least not like in that fire, but I'm wondering if any of like the other siblings that weren't there that day had a hand in this, or knew of what was going to happen. At least one of them, because I see 6. There's 6. There's 6. 6, 6, 6. That's 6. And I know there was only 5 of them taken. So like it makes me believe that like there was another person or family member that was like not mentioned, that was gone or not there with like, or that was there, or maybe involved in some way with what was going on. But I'm definitely seeing this as like I'm trying to figure out why they were taken. because there seems to be an exchange of some sort, and I'm almost wondering if it was because, like, because we were looking at the parents. We have the Nine of Cups, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Five of Wands. So why were they taken? It was a very, I don't know if the parents fought a lot, or if there was almost like a outside influence that was like, they looked at what was kind of going on in the household, and was like, yeah, those children, I don't want them to grow up like that. Or what was happening was like immoral. I know during the 1940s, it was a big thing that, especially in like for Italian households, I would assume Christianity ran very, very, very heavily. And there's like, you need to have the mom and the dad, and that's who was there, and like they were the family unit, and there wasn't any extramarital things going on, and you had a very Christian upbringing. And I almost wonder if people kind of knew that, like, yeah, that's not the most Christian household you're ever gonna find. Like, that's kind of, it's almost like the wrong, it's like what the traditional family was not being mimicked or imitated, and it was very well known that it wasn't. And people were like, hey, yeah, no, the kids don't need to be in that, like they don't want that, like that's immoral, that's wrong, that's not right, like that's whatever that is, it's not good, like it's not up to our standards of what it should be. So we need to take them out of the situation and actually put them in where they're going to get that good old Christian education, or that influence that's kind of needed. I'm also going to be hard pressed here to say, you won't find me hard pressed to say that I think that the parents know exactly what happened, or like not even who took them, but I think they know why the kids were taken. And I wouldn't doubt if there's an older sibling here, that kind of initiated this whole process. I'm not, I could be wrong, but I feel like one of the older siblings knew exactly where those younger siblings went, and kind of just kept it hidden. With all the sixes, someone knows something. Because I only know 5 of them were taken, and I feel like there's a 6th one involved somewhere, and I don't know who it is. I can't really pinpoint it. It could be as this King of Swords person, but I don't believe so. But you would find me really hard pressed to say that someone in that family didn't know what happened, or did not have contact with those kids afterwards, after this incident. And the parents were never told, and the reason for it was because I think they were everyone kind of thought that they had been living in sin of some sort, I think is the wording that comes to my mind. Yeah, I'm going to do one last poll here to kind of see if there's any other information that we kind of need to know, like we're allowed to know regarding this situation. Do I know where the kids were taken? No. Do I believe the kids were taken because they thought the parents were living in sin? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. So we have the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. Okay, what I'm getting here, so 10 of Swords is kind of like a backstab, but you kind of see it's a backstabbing, essentially. 5 of Swords, you lost, what's kind of next? Queen of Cups, very, very emotionally mature individual. I'm going to pull one more card because I want to see something. And I know I am running pretty low on cards here. But I want to see. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting. Okay, so here's the Ten of Pentacles with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 owls on it. Okay, yeah, that kind of confirmed my suspicion. So, where I wanted to kind of pull that. So, when I look at this, I almost see that there was maybe like a pact or a decision that was made amongst protective older siblings or older cousins or older individuals that were closely connected with this family. And like I said, I would be really hard pressed to say that some siblings or someone really close to the family doesn't know what happened, or has not seen those kids or knows what happened to the kids afterwards. But I'm definitely seeing as this wasn't the intended way to kind of solve the problem. But it definitely was the way that it was. And I think it caused some rifts, between siblings. Not just siblings, but also I think rifts between like other family members. The Ten of Pentacles is a community card. I almost feel like the community, like the large Italian community that was around them, everyone had a plan or wish they could have done something, and I think something did happen. They got what they wanted, but it was at the expense of a few they knew that there were risks. They knew that things were going to get messy, but I don't think they realized how messy things were going to get. And it's almost like there were 2 or 3 different plans, and someone kind of just came in and did their own plan without kind of consulting the rest of the consortium of people. It still got the desired effect, but I would imagine that it caused some rifts that I think didn't heal for quite some time. But I do think they were able to come together as a family afterwards. Do I believe the kids died? Knowing who they were? Yeah. Do I think any are still alive? Maybe. But I do see this as whoever did this, whichever ones did this, they think they did the right thing at the right time for the right reasons, and they have no regrets about how or what they did. So with that, I'm going to conclude this reading here. If you guys would like other readings like this, or if you liked the video, if you could hit the like button, or if you disliked it, you can hit the dislike video button. And then if you like readings like this, you can hit the shiny red subscribe button down below. And you can subscribe and you can see other videos that I have done regarding like other true crime YouTubers or people in pop culture. And I want to send a really big thank you guys for watching the video up to this point. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you.